Hey everybody, welcome back to Cooking with Corey. Today we're going to do potatoes and mushroom gratin, a nice little side dish for you. It's wonderful, delicious. Here are our ingredients. Let's get to it. Klondike Gold potatoes. I got some Mini Bella's cremini mushrooms, butter, some dried thyme, some garlic powder, some onion, red onion this time, some cream, and an assortment of cheeses, and whatever else I think I might want to put in there later. So we're going to get this nice little side dish for you and your family going next here on Cooking with Corey. Alright guys, through the magic of time, we're back, and I did some knife work and some mandolin work. Here are our mushrooms. There's our red onion. And our Yukon Gold potatoes. I did these on the mandolin. I got a little lazy, so I used the mandolin on those. So we're going to get the prep going on here. Got a 9x13 pan here, Pyrex. Some good old Pam. Hey, you like to scrub your pan? Don't use it, but I don't like to scrub as much, so good old dousing of Pam on there. Heavy whipping cream. Good stuff. Alright, so that's going to be our first layer down here at the bottom. A little layer like so. It doesn't have to hit every part right now. So, and then we're going to start with our potatoes. So, put one in like so, and overlap it a little bit. Like that. And you just keep going. I'm going to show you one row here, and then I'll cut out and I'll do the rest, but I just wanted everybody to see the first one. And we'll go from there. Just a little overlap. Try to get in your corners if you're missing the potato in your corner over there. I got these pretty thin on my mandolin, so you could definitely do this with a knife. If they're thicker, it just takes longer to cook. It's not the end of the world. So we got a nice layer of potatoes there. Now, what I like to do here, I forgot one thing, is a little bit of salt. A little bit of fresh cracked pepper. Don't be overdoing the salt, because we're going to do each layer, because you should always season your layers, so just don't be going crazy on the salt to begin with. And I like to do a couple little pats of butter here and there, so it doesn't have to cover the whole thing. You got to just get it here and there. It's just a little extra butter flavor in there for you. Let's do 4 on this one. Okay. Then I take the onions that are also, I got those pretty thin with my knife, and you see me do that before. Cut it in half and then roll it over. Nice little dusting of your onions in here. Gotta get good coverage, like so. Then our cremini mushrooms, or our Baby Bellas, once again, nice and thin. If you can't get them that thin, don't worry about it. Just take a little longer to cook. A layer of those throughout. Try to get them evenly across there, like so. We're doing many layers here, so you just gotta keep that in mind. And so we go to use fresh garlic today. We're going to use garlic powder. So just a little bit of that. don't use garlic salt because you're already using salt, and it will just be a salty little mess by the time you're done. Dried thyme. Thyme, mushrooms, potatoes work very well together. So a little bit of dried thyme in there. Alright. Alright, so we got our potatoes, we got our onions, we got our mushrooms. What do we need next? We need to start layering in some cheese. And I got an assortment of cheeses. This is just a sharp cheddar. And then I got a 6 cheese Italian left over from the last bit that we would use. So, nice little layer there of that. We'll throw in some of this 6 cheese. Just a little bit of that. Like so. That's our first layer. Just so you know, we're going to keep going here just for one more layer. We're going to start with the potatoes, and we're going to work back through. I'll bring you back when I'm about done. Alright guys, here's our second layer of potatoes that I just put on top of that. I want to show you when I add cream and stuff like that, because I didn't add cream on that first layer because we had it on the bottom. There's our second layer of potatoes. So we're going to, a little bit of salt, kosher, if you got it. Fresh cracked pepper, already cracked if you got it. Doesn't matter. It does. You get more flavor out of this fresh cracked when you do that in, but use whatever you got. Then we'll go back to, again, our nubs of butter throughout. This one's going to get more towards the middle, so I'm going to do 6 nubs here. Or a little package there. Probably like 1/8 a teaspoon of butter a thing there. Alright, so we've done that. Now I like to add a little bit more cream to this. We'll be going crazy. This will thicken up when it cooks. You got the starch of the potatoes, you got the cream. Cream reduces when it gets hot and boils, which this will, and potato starch obviously tightens things up a little bit. So then you go back to, again, we're going to put the mushrooms in this time first. Guys, covering over your mushrooms. And your onion, your whatever, you don't have to use red, you use what you want, or no, you don't have to use mushrooms. You can just pile this full of potatoes and onions, or leave the onions out, or whatever floats your boat. And then, since we didn't get the garlic salt, or the garlic powder and the rosemary on the vegetables last time, I like to do this work to make sure we get our garlic powder. Not that you won't taste it, but the vegetables this time around. Our thyme. Nice little dusting of thyme and garlic powder. I'm going to build this up until I get to the top, and then we'll come back. Alright guys, we've layered up. We're about to the top of our 9x13 here. We've done our potatoes, our onions, our mushrooms, our thyme, our garlic powder, our cheese on every layer. So you go and just keep building it up. So this will be our last layer here, and we're just going to top it with potatoes. So I'm going to give it a little bit more cream. I already got everything else in there. As you can see, we got our butter, thyme, salt, pepper, cheese. Alright, so then we top her off. And with this, I used about 1 package of cremini mushrooms, and I do not have any left. That just worked right out perfect. And 1 medium red onion. And it's going to work out to about 6 medium-sized Yukon Gold potatoes. So this get this hurried up here, and then we're going to top this with cheese, and then we're going to go into the oven. We're going to cover this for probably the first 45 minutes of the cook. I got the oven going at 425. I got a convection oven. If you don't, it's probably going to take longer than it's going to take. You're just going to have to do the fork test to make sure everything's tender. Push it down a little bit. Make sure everything in there is well distributed. And I do that on every layer when I put potatoes in. I didn't show you that, but I do that. Now, I'm just going to give this layer some pepper. It's going to have all the cheese on it, so we don't need to put salt on it. If you like the salt, go ahead and do it. A little bit of our garlic powder on top. A little bit more thyme, dry thyme, or fresh. You know, if you want to use fresh, go ahead and use it. There we go. And now this is going to get topped off with a big old thick layer of cheese. Your choice. I'm using a 6 cheese Italian blend here. So we got cheese and all the flavors going on every layer of this. So there you got it. We're going to the oven. We're going to get it cooked up. Here's our finished product here, people. Still pretty bubbly coming out of the oven, but it looks delicious. We'll let it cool a little bit. We'll get a taste tester. Alright everybody, time to do our taste test on our au gratin. Looking pretty good, isn't it? Layers of flavor with mushrooms. Still nice and steamy. They're good. It's mushroomy, creamy, potatoey, oniony. A lot of thyme. Delicious recipe. Make it your own. Make it the way your family wants it. Add stuff, take stuff away. Anyway, thanks for watching Cooking with Corey again today. Like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you next week.